It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the 49ers and the Eagles, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And just in case you didn't know in the days leading up to the NFC title game, you definitely know now. No rookie quarterback has ever won the Super Bowl. But this is getting towards uncharted territory. This is a monster deal. If this offense believes in it, which I believe that it does, they could be the ones to break that streak. And having spent time around this team, I'm starting to believe they're going to get it done.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
On first down, Purdy. Touchdown! Cole Beasley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have struck first in this NFC title game. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Cole Beasley who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down. But, Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Boy, A.J. Brown, I mean, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Then he finds Beasley, complete. He's going to, and a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
Well, they fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Sanders on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, but now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Holding offense. What's up, man?
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, he bowls over him. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 81 yards on the kickoff return. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 39, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Purdy on 4th down. And the grab by Croft. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a solid run down inside the 30. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Ayuk once again.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man. That's Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Purdy to throw it on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Purdy now to throw. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yikes, terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in with Arma. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Alex Arma with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They go play action here. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. We are the baby. Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brandon Graham. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Shotgun now with Purdy. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Purdy on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Back to throw. Purdy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here's Hurts to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. As we sign off here, we thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.